All right, am I live? I don't even know. It says I'm live. 21, 22 seconds. I don't expect anybody to show up. Hey, everybody. Just want to wish everybody a happy 4th of July. Happy Independence Day. I'm in the backyard. I'm in the backyard grilling, and I'm going to put on my glasses. Not these, because I don't think these glasses are I'm not going to be able to see anything if I have to read. So I got my backup specs. What happens when you get old, kids? You gotta wear glasses. Oh, hey, there we go. Now I can see. I wonder if I can spin this around. I can spin this around. So check this out. I'm gonna angle this down and spin it around. Here we go. Uh-oh, looks like I gotta wipe the lens off. It's the lens is gooey. There you go. Better now? There we go. All right. I thought they were kind of interesting, so I figured I'd get these blues over here. Might have to adjust my seating. Go closer to the router. Sit over here. But happy 4th of July, everybody, from Steath Media Outdoors. I finally got a break in the action, I think. Famous last words, you say that, and then now 5 kids will pull up in their beaters with their lawnmower mufflers on them, and will want to crank their music. Yep, they're back. So let me sit down here. Here we go. But if we're lucky, they won't start cranking their rap music in the background. This is why I don't go to the campground, because this might as well just be in my backyard, listening to everybody's rap music and them revving their engines on their stock beaters that they bought that are so cool. Anything they could get their hands on. They didn't really plan on buying it, but they bought it, and so now they gotta show it off to all their friends. But I digress. You know me, grumpy old man. Sitting in the back, I just want to say happy 4th of July to everybody. I want to say happy 4th of July to Aiden and Benito and Amado, and of course, their beautiful mother, Cassandra, and their father, Joey. I'm in the backyard having a Gansett. That's right. That means the next person on the list has got to be Jack from the bowels of central New York, and Phil from off Gridiot. Hey Phil, what's going on? Hope you guys are having a great 4th of July today. Hope everyone's having a great 4th of July today. It's already started raining once, and it's threatened rain again. I think it rained through most of the parade this morning, so it wasn't a really big turnout. And it doesn't look like there's going to be any fireworks tonight, but we'll see what happens. I'm wondering if I need to go in and get my fucking microphone so you guys can hear me over the fucking revving engine behind me. But, like I said, here in Illinois, they pack us in, and they don't allow us to buy houses here. We only get to live in apartment buildings, and they keep the taxes and the rent so high that you can't afford to save any money and buy a house and get some privacy and some quiet and some peace. That only gets afforded to the billionaires. So, but I'm gonna do my best to not let it ruin my 4th of July. So, yeah, doing a test of the brats. They're blue. Never had blueberry brats before. I didn't even know blueberry brats exist. And when I went online, because nobody else knew about blueberry brats. What do you cook with blueberry brats? How do you cook blueberry brats? Everybody had lots of ideas of what they thought they might do, but nobody had any concrete ideas on what they've done. So, test. I'll let you know how they turn out, how they taste. But I spent the whole morning editing because I had today off, and I knew it was going to be kind of rainy. So, I'm editing up some new content. I had a lot of difficulty related to what you're hearing in the background with the revving engine and the, you know, everybody like running around and making noise. But that's why I don't record my videos around my house, because you can't. You just can't. Someone playing music in the background that'll get me copyright strikes, or there's someone revving their Harley motor or revving their 4-cylinder Nissan Armada with spinners on it and cranking some type of gangsta music, speaking illicitly about female body parts and your daughter, they're doing to her in front of her husband. So welcome to today's society. But you know, the other brats are these mushroom and Swiss brats. This is Stone Ridge, is the company that makes these. Stone Ridge is a local place. I like to try to get local, support the local people that are trying to run their own businesses. Mesquite smoke on there, 'cause that's what I had. So I probably should have went with maple, being that they were blueberry brats, but I didn't have any maple, so you know. What does Jack say? If all you got is what you got, that's what you got. So also like to say happy 4th of July to, let's see, Kevin from Small Plots out there, Dick in the Dirt, and let's see, Hidden Hammock, Paul up in Canada. I think he changed the name of his channel. I'm not sure if it's this, if he, I'm not sure what it is, so I'm not gonna say it. But when I re-edit this, I'll go and I'll make sure I know, and I'll try to like put a tag in the bottom so that way I have it. But I don't want to, you know, make anybody think I'm like, you know, leaving them out or necessarily being a dick. I'm not really. It's not in my nature. And, you know. And then you better bring beer. See, there it is. Told you. But I don't know how this thing works. I really should investigate this more. I don't see anybody talking. It says no one's there, so you know, that's typical for a Smith Media Outdoors, you know, impromptu live. Just kind of went live with it. Just kind of, you know, I don't do this, so this is something I gotta get used to. I gotta, you know, I gotta get accustomed to it. And everybody is probably, you know, out with their family barbecuing. Good on you. So, you know. Oh yeah, some of the people I said Happy 4th of July to don't really celebrate 4th of July. It's okay. Sorry. I intended well. I think that's the, you know, that's the measure of a good person these days. Is if you intended well, it really doesn't matter if you know, screw up. Wait a minute, I've fallen to that unprotected class. Never mind. Forget about it. We'll overlook that. So, I got some beer. Some beers that are not. I was doing this new challenge that the Outlaw Camper, Jack, put out there, and Phil off Gridiot did, and I believe also beer for breakfast, snacks for facts, or facts for snacks. That's what it is. Beer for breakfast, facts for snacks. He also did one, and if you want to do it, you can too. It's basically you just have to get 5 totally non-traditional tacos and a store-bought michelada, and you can't speak in any to be completely inauthentic as any self-respecting. Just kind of threw it in there. Because, you know, it made it more fun. But, yeah, so that is the Cinco de Gringo Challenge. Has absolutely nothing to do with Cinco de Mayo. That is a completely different thing. Jack actually kind of tuned us up on that with some history facts. Jack is not only a historian, but he is also a creator who does camping and reviews on gear, and so I highly recommend going and checking him out. Triple threat, Jack. He's a triple threat. So yeah, I didn't really have this plan, so I don't really have anything other than the brats on the grill as and you know, me drinking a Gansett, which is a delicious. It's New York's answer to Pabst Blue Ribbon, and there goes my air conditioner. So in order to be close to the Wi-Fi, I had to pick a really bad spot between a bunch of kids sitting in their Nissan Armada smoking dope and cranking music and revving their engine, and my air conditioner. So I'm wondering if I should just like start making content that, you know, kind of pegged me as like the grumpy old guy, like you know, complains about everything. I don't know what it's. The world isn't what it used to be, and I have to live in it. So do you. So my day off of work, and I go to tomorrow, as most everyone does. So good on you. Enjoy your day off. Let's flip those brats, shall we? Gonna get in there with a set of tongs. Go over here. Oh yeah, look at that. Got a little brown lineage on them. Oop, I'm gonna do like this here. I think that would be appropriate. That like that. Oh, look at that one. That one's got some blueberry leaking out of it. Okay, I'm gonna flip this one over here like that. I am highly curious about these blueberry brats. I'm telling you now. I don't want to put them directly over the heat because I don't want them to I don't want them to burn. When I cook them like this is one of the ways that I cook them. So when I cook them like this, they have a tendency to they get a little hole in them and they squirt juice, and then that juice catches fire and they flare up. So all right, so that's good like that. Let's get some smoke on those. And we're back. Hey, it's me. How you doing? All right. Okay, so I'm hoping that you can hear me. Hey, if you can't, and this is just like a complete and total bust, remember, it is a Smith Media Outdoors video, so I don't think or plan pretty much anything. I just flip and do it. I did plan that though. You notice I didn't drop an F-bomb, so we are live. There are children. Keep that in mind. All right. So my latest foray was the one that I've been working on since like 3:45 this morning. Is the Cinco de Gringo challenge. I had to film it like 2 times, and then I had to like cut in a bunch of supplemental stuff to kind of catch the things that I missed. So I'm working on my video creation style. It's a work in progress. The way I normally create videos, and I know that this is not, I know all of the professional creators out there are like, this is exactly why. You want to see why? Like ordinary people who didn't go to school to learn how to do this stuff should not make videos. This is why. This guy right here is the reason why you should not. But if you didn't go to school for it, don't make videos. Sorry, kids. I'm saying that those people are number one. Well, I don't really care. It's okay. Ask your mom what that is. It's the international salute, is all it is. I pretty much just, I film everything, and then as I'm editing it together, that's when the idea and the creativity comes out, and I kind of like put it together and I add stuff to it to make it however it is that I want it to be at the end. And I don't even really know how I want it to be at the end when I'm actually filming it. So I'm working on that. It's, again, like I said, it's a work in progress. So we are heading on 16 minutes here. So this is like this is a record. The last time I tried doing the live I was driving, actually. Did actually read that there is a law that you're not supposed to do that while you're driving because it's like distracting or something. I have no idea. They clearly don't have my skills of attention. That's what I say. But I will post in an update. Maybe I will just like take this actual piece of live and I will like rip it apart and add in the finished product of the blueberry brats that I do and the mushroom brats. What do you put on blueberry brats anyways? I mean, I know on like regular brats, cheese brats, garlic brats, Cajun brats, you put like, you know, mustard, you put Dusseldorf mustard, you put some sauerkraut, right? What do you put on blueberry brats? Do you put like maple syrup on them? You put honey on them? What goes with blueberries? What do you have? You put whipped cream on them? I have no idea. But, you know, again, it's all a science experiment at this point. Yeah, it's all a science experiment as far as I'm concerned. I am going to try and do some stealth camps. I'm not going to super guarantee that I'm going to be able to do it because of work, but it is summertime, so I am afforded a little bit more daylight at the end of the day than I am in winter. That will make it a lot easier for me to film. I can't really film a lot of the time in winter just because it gets dark by the time. I mean, I go to work in the dark, I come home in the dark. I know a lot of people can, ooh, wow, that was a burp, can relate to that, but it's, you know, it is what it is. Oh, I know who I wanted to say happy 4th of July to and well wish. Is one of my favorite creators down in Texas. His name is James. James recently injured himself at work and has been dealing with nerve damage and whatnot in his hand. A thing that I can relate to. I went through the same thing in this hand here. And for the longest time, I would burn myself and not realize that I burned myself. And that's because of the nerve damage in the hands. But James is going through that right now. Check him out. He is Junkyard Fox. And he is on YouTube. Go there and tell him Smith Media Outdoors sent you. And give him a, you know, tell him you put him in your prayers, or, you know, your thoughts, or, you know, flip him a couple bucks. He, you know, he now is almost reliant on YouTube, and I can tell you that YouTube, yeah, they're, yeah, I wouldn't want to rely on them as an employer. Early on in my career, I made the faux pas of, well, you know, doing what I'm doing now by saying to people that, saying on my channel that, you know, this is my buddy. Jack's my buddy. Jack's my buddy. Kevin of Small Plots is my buddy. Steve Wallace is my buddy. No, they're people I know. And because I watch all their videos, you get this familiarity with them, and you think that you know them, but you don't really know them. And you can't really say that you know them. And you can't really, like, take those liberties with those people. I made that mistake with Steve Wallace early on, and it really kind of snuck up behind me and poked me in the behind, so to speak. Like I said, kids watching want to be careful of the language, but you know, it is what it is. People, if you want to say that you know me, you can tell people that. It's not like I'm going to come to your house and, like, you know, debunk you. I don't know you. I don't know where you live, so I said, I'm not going to come there. But just keep in mind, if you make a video and say that you know someone and say that you want to help them out because you genuinely do, and it goes viral, and then everybody starts blaming you for trying to game the system so that you can get ahead because someone had tragedy and you wanted to, just remember, that crap will come back and bite you in the behind. So, and take it from me, I have experience with that. It's not something that you want to have happen. So, but I have very few more pearls of wisdom for you, folks. I felt some raindrops, actually, and this beer is on a quarter of a tank, so I might be having to go do a refill here, which means we'll be cutting this short because I'm not leaving my phone out here with random urban children running around. You know, they know how to, like, I'm not really that confident in Apple's like security system. I handed my phone to my daughter and it opened right up for her. So really, she's not even me. I mean, if she looks like this, God bless her boyfriend. She doesn't look like this though. She looks like her mother. Her mother's a lot better looking than I am, so it's okay. Sweetie, I'm not saying anything bad. That wasn't an insult. Daddy's ugly. We all know this. So, well, I don't know if this is a record or not, but we're going on 23 minutes with no visitors. Again, Smith Media video. I'm telling you, I don't have high hopes. I don't have high hopes in my career in video. So I have a face for radio, as they say. That's what my friend B-Sox, that's what he would say. B-Sox, happy 4th of July, my friend. Happy 4th of July. That's a B-Sox joke right there. I have a face for radio. He knows what I'm talking about. So while I'm at it, again, dude, I am completely random and I don't really like plan anything, and it was not like an intended slight, but Mikey in New Hampshire, my cousin, Dina in New Hampshire, her husband, loving husband, and her beautiful daughter, and that absolutely adorable dog she's got. Yep. Like, trying to remember the name of the dog right now. It's in the back of my mind. I've got a bunch of things in there, so it might take a minute or two. Nyla. I think it's Nyla. That's the dog's name. Happy 4th of July, Dawn and Gary, her husband, down in Houston, Texas. I mean, I know where Houston, Texas is. It's in there. It just took a couple minutes to shuffle it out of the filing cabinet, that's all. Again, age, glasses, beer. See, it's age. It's an age thing. But, you know, they're not here right now, so it's not like they can call me out on it. I mean, maybe they'll call me out later, but, you know, that'll be funny. I'll enjoy it. My mom and dad in Raymond, New Hampshire. My beautiful daughter and her son. I think I said that one already, and the grandchildren. Yeah, Aiden, Amato, Benito. He loves it when I do that. He thinks it's funny. Amato. I don't know. It's like the extended vowel sound. They just find it hilarious. Maybe it's the face. I have no idea. I am funny looking, so. Yeah. Making randomly crazy videos and acting like a complete fool on the internet is what I do. Actually, I can't say it's what I do best. I am a pretty good driver. So. I should have been a NASCAR driver. Maybe I'd have bumped in Danica Patrick, but then I wouldn't have it would be completely different kids. And not that I would be the same as I might, you never know. I'm not going to say anything more. I'm putting my foot in my mouth. Here we go. I'm down to a third of a beer. Maybe that's enough. I don't know. In any event, I'm going to call this bad boy at 30 minutes because this is going to be gone. Those are going to need tending again. Maybe we'll come back after that. I have no idea. Maybe I'll... I was actually thinking about turning this into like a bird sanctuary back here. My landlord complains that I keep my bird feeder out on my front porch, where I can see my birds, and because the birds make a mess of the patio. They don't like the corn, so they just kick it out of the thing, and then later I put it out in the parking lot for the doves. The doves love it. That from my great grandfather. Yeah. Or was it just grandpa? It was just great. Sorry, it was Cyrus. He's one great, not two. I didn't really get to see the great one. I don't think he was still around when I was a whipper. So, but in any event, Aunt Bev, hi, how you doing? Nice to see you. I'm not really seeing you, but you understand what I'm saying. Happy 4th of July. Aunt Barbara and the Fernal clan. So, everybody that I know in Florida, everybody that I know in Wisconsin, Matt Posa in Michigan, and Santa Claus at the North Pole. So, yes, that's right, Amato. Better behave yourselves. Do as your mother. Talk to him, and we'll see what happens next Christmas. Tip for you grandparents. Because they don't know. For all they know. You know what I'm saying? All right. Well, gang. 27 minutes. You've got a couple of minutes to chime here before this is all gone, and I'm drinking the nasty part of this right here. I don't really backwash, but you know, that's what the old people when I was growing up would always say. I don't drink the last part of it, that's backwash. I don't really like let some come into my mouth and go back into the can. Okay, so but I got my grill gloves here and some oil, so that way when I clean the grill, I always do that. I mean, you know. Yeah, I always do that. Yeah. Sam Bananas. That's who I forgot. Sam Bananas. Go check out Sam Bananas. I'm going to try and when I go back in and re-edit this, I'm going to try and put in all of the links to all of these people that I have. So that way, what I check. These are all cool guys. You know what I mean? All guys that you should check out. Nah, I'm not even gonna go there. I was just trying to think of something. I'm not even gonna go there because that's basically me just like, you know, outing myself on some stuff that I really don't want to be outed on. So. All right, well, we are counting last 40 seconds of what is happening right here, right now. I hope everybody is enjoying their 4th of July. I hope that, you know, everyone is safe. Please be safe. I saw a post on the local police department thing that said it's really hard for you to call for 911 if you don't have any fingers. So be careful with your fireworks, children. Well, you know, the funny thing is children all know how to work. To do without even you know, touching it. So, and the boomers have common sense, and Gen X just doesn't give two rats fuzzy pink behinds. So I really think that that was somebody who didn't understand technology, that, you know, really should have been in charge of. And I am. Beer's gone. Woo! All right, so happy 4th of July, everybody. I hope everybody has a good time. I really wish I could show you some fireworks, but clouds, rain, so, you know, well, be safe, enjoy yourself, and I will see you when I drop the whole, like, you know, Cinco de Gringo challenge thing, which I'm hoping. But I had to take a break because, you know, back hurt for so long, and really kind of, you know, random. So, all right. Yeah, Chad Prather, happy 4th of July. Sarah Gonzalez, happy 4th. Bye.